Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to this yoga meditation and pranayam session. My name is Sabah Heather, and I'm bringing these sessions to you with Consulate General of India's office. Every Wednesday, every Friday, we practice yoga, pranayam, and meditation together from 7:30 to 8:15 a.m. Now, we've been doing these sessions for a few days now, a few weeks now, and I'm very excited to know what is your reflection about of these sessions. So we would like to hear from you and know what you think about these. So please leave a comment, reach out to us and let us know what you would like to practice on. Today's session will focus more on the breath work, a little bit of warm up, and then meditation after that. It is really important for us to clear the clutter of the mind. So we collect a lot of information on day-to-day basis, and we think it's relevant, we think it is important and necessary for us to keep that information with us, and we don't clean the mind. The pranayam, the breath work, the meditation, moving with the body helps us clean some of that excess stuff that we collect, just like we clean our house. I mean, we collect a lot of things in the house, we bring a lot of things into the house, but if we don't periodically clean that, then it just becomes overwhelming. There won't be any space to step into the house. The same way, mind brings in a lot of things, a lot of information, especially right now in this day and age of information and technology and media, especially social media. We are taking in a lot of information that in that moment may seem like it is relevant, I need to retain it, but in the long run is really irrelevant and do not need to be retained. So then, are you taking the steps to pause and say, okay, now I've taken a lot of information during this week from Facebook, from social media, from news channels, from so many other sources. Am I ready to clean, purge a little bit, just kind of clean my house, clean my mind? And if not, then you need to start doing that. Just as I said, that if you don't clean the house periodically, there won't be any space to step into your house. There won't be any space to bring more things into the house. The same way, if we don't clean the mind, there will not be any space to bring in new ideas. We have to make space for new things to come, new ideas, creative ideas, things and concepts, thoughts and ideas that help mind become strong, resilient, and allow for the mind to grow will only come when there is space in the mind. But constantly, as we are collecting information, we are not leaving any space in the mind. So today's practice is all about cleaning, purging some of this extra stuff that we collect physically as well as mentally. So when you're ready, go ahead and get started. What you can do is rest your hands in Jnana Mudra, bringing the index finger to touch the thumb. I repeat, touching the tips of the index finger to the tip of the thumb, and then palms down, rest your hands on your knees. Take any comfortable seated position here. You can be seated on the ground, on your mat, or even on a chair. Ground down through the legs, through the hips. Imagine that there is a force that is pulling your legs down towards the ground. Soften your belly and your chest. Lengthen through your spine. Visualize now the spine growing up towards the sky from the crown of the head. Tuck the chin towards the neck, long neck, and feel the crown of the head growing up towards the sky. Affirm to yourself quietly, internally, I am here, I am present, I am ready. I'm here on my mat physically. I'm present in my practice mentally. And I'm ready to go wherever my practice will take me today. I am here. I am present. I am ready. Take a moment now with your eyes closed, still setting yourself up for this meditation, still grounding yourself down for today's practice. Think about where you are in your space. And then say that to yourself. If your space allows you to say that out loud, go ahead and say that out loud. And if not, say it internally. Say where you are physically in your room. Say, I am in my office. Say, I am in my living room, my bedroom, wherever you are. Say where you are physically. And look in your room and try and find something that you identify. Say, I see the flowers in front of me. I see the desk in front of me. I am sitting on a chair. Anything that brings you to the present space. It's a very simple yet very powerful exercise in bringing the mind to the present moment, to the present space, grounding you to this moment so we can continue to do the work. So your mind is not lost somewhere thousands of miles away while your body is here and you are thinking that I'm practicing. Bring the mind also to the body. Ground the mind here as well. Now slowly start to find your breath. Pranayam. Prana is the life force, the energy that we breathe in, the air that we breathe in. Ayam is expansion, manipulation. Let's expand, let's manipulate, let's play with the breath so we can expand it, so we can exercise it. The more we focus on the breath, the calmer the nervous system becomes, the clearer the mind gets. Slowly and mindfully breathing the breath into your chest. Now hold the breath inside for a second or two. Keep the chest filled with the breath. Hold it in here for a breath or two. And then breathe it all out. Inhale, fill yourself all the way up. Hold for a second or two. And then breathe it all out. Keep that rhythm going. Breathing into the chest. At the top of your inhalation, hold the breath for a second or two. And as you breathe out, take all the time that you need here to breathe out. There's no hurry. The slower you breathe in and breathe out, the calmer the mind becomes. As you're breathing here, if you feel that the mind is distracted, bring it back to your breath. And that's the most difficult part of the practice, keeping the mind bound, tied to the breath. And not thinking of the dishes in the sink as you're taking these deep breaths, not thinking of the email that you have to reply, not thinking of the next thing that you have to do after this class. Focus only on what is happening right now. What is happening right now is you are pausing, closing your eyes, breathing slowly and mindfully. What is happening right now is you strengthening your mind. You becoming younger with your mind as you're growing older. That is what is happening. Allow your logical mind to register the importance of the practice of what you're doing right now. You're improving your focus, your concentration, your memory, your awareness, your alertness, just by sitting peacefully, eyes closed, focused on the breath, calming the nervous system down, shifting from a fight or flight to rest and restore. So your mind starts to heal, so your body starts to heal. And now when you're ready, softly open your eyes. We come back here. I'm going to switch legs. Switching legs, as I said in my previous classes, when I sit, I always sit with my right leg in front. So what I'm going to do next is move my left leg in the front. That way, I'll be able to balance my right side with my left side. And that's quite crucial as well, because our hips often are imbalanced because we always sit a certain way. And if the hips are imbalanced, then you experience difficulty in the hips, in the lower back as well. So go ahead and switch your legs. And once you've done that, bring the hands together, interlace the fingers. Now, once you've interlaced your fingers, flip the palms up towards the sky. And as you do that, immediately you'll become aware of the stiffness, the tightness in your shoulders, your upper arms. But that's okay. You just do what you can do here. Let's say you are here where your elbows are generously bent, and that's what you're able to do. But that's fine. Stay here with your elbows bent. If you think you can straighten the arms and push the palms up towards the sky, then go ahead and do that. So you will have to find what you're able to do here. My hands are still nicely, tightly interlaced. Palms are pointing up towards the sky. Go ahead and do that. Now fill yourself up with breath. And as you breathe out, lean to the right side. It just may be a few inches. You're slightly leaning. Maybe you think you can go further, more and more to the right side. Go ahead and do that. Don't let your head, your face be covered with the shadow of your arm. Push that arm back so the light can shine on your face. Now, it's not like you need light in this posture. It's just an alignment cue where it helps open the chest, open the shoulders. And the moment you push the arm back, you will notice that the back on the left side is opening up. Now, inhale, lift yourself up. And as you exhale, lean to the other side. Keep going. Again, this could be just a few inches, just a few centimeters. But if you think you can go deeper, go ahead and try and go deeper in the stretch here. Are you holding your breath? Oftentimes we do that. If the postures are difficult, then we tend to hold our breath. I invite you to keep breathing. Do not hold your breath. Do not ever hold your breath in the practice unless your teacher is asking you to do that, which would be very rare. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently release, let go. During the postures, 99% of the times, you will not be asked to hold your breath. So a teacher may be doing something really specific, really something that she has in mind that she will ask you to hold your breath, but that too momentarily. So as you're holding the postures, always bring yourself back to your breath. Remind yourself that you have to breathe, because we tend to do that. A lot of us are empaths. We really connect energetically to the people around us. We get their positivity, we get their negativity, we absorb their anger, we absorb their frustration. And And when we do that, we hold our breath, we become stiff and we become tight, and that just sends signal to the nervous system something is wrong. And so nervous system goes into this overdrive state. So your job is to just find a soft, comfortable shoulders, find a soft, comfortable breath. So we constantly give signals to the nervous system that everything is okay and the body can function at an optimal level. Go ahead and fill yourself up. Inhale, prepare, and as you exhale, slowly lower down. And see if you're able to, again, I'm going to give you a few variations and see where you are. If the hips are tight, you will realize that it is only possible for you to travel down maybe a few inches. And then keep exploring and see if you're able to lower down on your forearms. If there is still a little bit of a give, then rest the forehead down to the ground. Holding that, and you will realize that the hips are starting to open up. The hips, the outer thighs are starting to open up. So see if you can just breathe into that. You don't have to be in excruciating pain as you do that. Nothing in your yoga practice should bring you to that mental state where you are in excruciating pain. If you are, come out of it, take a step back, and don't push yourself so much. So keep holding your forward fold here, seated forward fold. Gently press into your hands, inhale, lift up. Keep your right hand on your left knee, and as you exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. And now bring the spine to neutral. Let's twist to the other side. Left hand on the right knee. As you exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. Keep holding, keep twisting. Keep breathing into your right lung, keep holding. Engage your neck, engage your head as well. Keep looking as far to the right as you can with your eyes. And then when you're ready, exhale, gently release, let go, come to the top of the mat, to the front of the mat. Now straighten the legs out towards the front. Press the feet away from the body. Hands are softly resting on the thighs. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, reach up. And as you exhale, bringing them forward. As you inhale, lifting them all the way up. Simple exercise, just making big circles with the arms here. But here is the key. The most important part is your spine and your legs. So we're trying to keep the legs straight on the mat. Do not bend your knees unless it is really tugging on your back. If it is really tugging on your back, then you can bend your knees. If not, keep the legs straight and keep the spine perpendicular to the legs. So you're making a nice, strong L shape with your body. This is the most important part. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, bring them forward. So keep making these big circles with the arms. And as you continue to flow in this posture here, you will start to realize how much the body is doing the work, even though it looks pretty simple. What is happening is, by staying in this strong L shape, you're activating your core, you're strengthening your abdominal muscles. You're keeping your spine tall, which is making the back muscles do the work, come in the right alignment, and become strong. And these are the areas that are the most affected Your core and your back are the most affected areas in your body that cause aches and pains, that cause weakness, lack of strength. So this is an excellent exercise in making sure that we keep the core and the back strong. And of course, as you're moving your arms, you're inviting movement to your shoulders, mobility to your shoulders. A lot of us suffer from difficulties in our neck and shoulder areas because of the nature of our jobs, the nature of our work. So go ahead and pause here. Now we are going to do the exact opposite of that. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, big circles. And then we bring the hands forward. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Keep at it here a few more times, big circles. Try to keep the arms straight, legs straight. Try not to bend your knees, try not to hunch with your spine. I know you so badly want to do that, but keep that nice spine, keep that spine nice and long. Big circles. Really, you will start to notice how these muscles in the back that wrap, that fan around your shoulders are opening up, are doing the work. And that's exactly what we want. We want the muscles in the back to become strong. As you continue to make these circles. And as I said, remember at the beginning, it seems like a pretty simple posture and you're really not doing a whole lot here. Sitting and just making big circles. And exhale, rest your hands on your knees, bend your knees to bring the soles of the feet together. This is the butterfly, Baddha Konasana. And this is just a moment to give respite to the back and the core muscles that are working so hard. Inhale, fill yourself up, prepare. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower down towards the feet. Again, I will provide a few variations for you here. One is you're just a few inches down. Two is you use your elbows to press the knees down. And three is you extend the arms forward and maybe try and bring the forehead to touch your feet, or somewhere in between 2 and 3. So go ahead and find where you are. Do you want to rest the foot, the head to your feet today? Even if you can, maybe today is not the day you want to do that. Today is not the day you feel like you want to do that. Yoga practice is absolutely brand new every single day you get up and you practice. And you have to meet your body where it is every single day. You don't have to push it, you don't have to force it. Yes, there are other modalities of physical exercise that ask you to push yourself, that ask you to give more than you have in that moment. But yoga is not like that. In the yogic practice, you meet your body where your body is that day. Because this is mind stuff, this is mind work. This is us training not just the body, but also the mind. So we try and just slowly work our way into the posture, nothing forceful. Pressing into the hands, inhale, lift up. And when you're ready, bring the knees together. Here, straighten the left leg out on the mat. Or bring the right knee all the way in towards your chest. So imagine you want to hug your right leg. So try to bring the leg as close to the chest as you can. And now push the chest into your leg. So you find that nice long alignment in your spine as you bring the chest to the leg and leg to the chest. Steady, stay tall. Now wrap that right arm around your leg and rest your left hand on your left leg. You can reach for the left big toe if you can. Relax the head down. Feel that tug in the back, in your spine, the muscles that support your spine. Inhale, lift the head up, release the left foot. Now take the right foot to the outside of the left knee. I repeat, right foot to the outside of the left knee. Left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Now let's say that that is not possible for you today. You're not able to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, which could be because of the limited range of motion in your left shoulder. So then what you do is you just rest your hand on your right knee and tug the knee to the left side. So your hand or your elbow to push the right knee to the left side. Notice the kickstand behind me, the right arm that I'm using as a crutch here to put the weight of my body onto it. You can do it, but try not to do it. That way, we will again activate the core muscles and the back muscles. So go ahead and see if you can wrap that kickstand around your back, wrap the right arm around your back while you continue to push the right knee towards the left side. Look over your right shoulder. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. And when you're ready, exhale, gently release, let go. Straighten the right leg on the mat. So bend your knees if you have to. There may be a sense of stiffness in the back. And then when you're ready, come back to neutral. We start by dragging the left heel in towards the perineum, wrapping the left arm around the left leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine, prepare yourself. And as you exhale with your right hand, reach for the right big toe. If that's not accessible, rest your hand on your shin, wherever your right hand will land today. Inhale, prepare, and as you exhale, drop the head down. As you're holding the posture, I invite you to think of a moment in the recent past that you sat on the ground like that in a half squat position. And how often do you get to the ground? How often do you sit on the ground? Do you not do that at all? Now go back to your childhood and think of the times you would sit on the ground. Take these unusual positions with your body. As we grow older, we stop doing that. We stop being flexible with the body. We stop sitting on the ground, and the hips and the legs start to become super stiff. We start to lose mobility. We cannot sit on the ground anymore. Our knees hurt, our hips hurt. Our back is constantly in pain. So these postures, even though they seem simple, are a way to help the body keep that mobility going, keep these joints strong as we grow older, so that you continue to do all the things that you are able to do now, you were able to do early on, wherever you are in your practice. Inhale, come back up. Now take that left foot and keep it to the outside of the right knee. I repeat, left foot to the outside of the right knee. Again, hug that left knee in towards the chest so that we can straighten the spine. Right hand can be on the left knee, or right elbow can push the left knee to the right side. Again, look at my crutch, my left arm. I'm using it to dump the weight of the body onto the arm. So you can do it, there's nothing wrong in it, but to make it a little bit more challenging, more effective rather, wrap that arm around your back, look over your left shoulder, and gently with your right elbow, push the left knee to the right side. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Keep looking over your left shoulder. Engage your eyes. Try and send your eyes in your eye sockets all the way to the left as well. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. And when you're ready, exhale, gently release, let go. Straighten the left leg out on the mat as well. Inhale, open the arms up, reach up. And as you exhale, bring your hands closer to your feet. Relax the head and the neck. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Just relax yourself here. Your head doesn't have to touch the knee, your hands do not have to touch your feet. Wherever you feel like this is it, this is where I want to hang, this is where I want to stop, just be there. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides, let go. And now, from here, we'll go into our meditation. So go ahead and you have two options here. One, you can lay down on your mat. And you just simply find the space in your room and completely relax, lay down, arms by your sides, legs on the mat. Just have fun, relax here, completely softening the feet and the hands. So that's option one. I understand it's early in the morning, you may already be in your workspace, you already may be ready for the day and you may not be able to lay down. I understand. And if that's the case, then just sit in any comfortable seated position. We come back to cross-legged, or if you're sitting on a chair, your feet on the mat. Most important thing is the posture of your spine. So keep the spine straight as long as you're laying down on the mat. You are pushing into your chair or you're sitting mid-air with your spine tall. Any of these three variations. Go ahead and close your eyes no matter what you are doing with the body. And again, bring yourself to your breath. As I said earlier, today's focus is on the breath and the meditation. Today, I will guide you through a meditation that helps clean the clutter, that helps bring clarity to the mind. Absolutely necessary for your mental health. Extremely simple, very effective. With your eyes closed, as you sit down here, visualize, imagine a big glass jar. Take the time here to shape your jar. This can be a cylindrical jar, a jug, a pitcher, anything that holds water in it. So go ahead and visualize a transparent glass pitcher or a jar. Now rest your jar, your pitcher, on a counter, on a surface where there's plenty of sunlight. The room, the space is bright, and there's lots of sunlight coming in, falling on this jar. Now fill your jar with water. Clear, transparent water, just like the jar, just like your pitcher. Go ahead and fill your jar all the way up. You see the sun rays, the sunlight fall on your jar, on the water. It looks beautiful, bright, clear, shiny. Warm and comforting. Cleansing and nurturing the water. Now, take a handful of sand and add that handful of sand to your jar that is filled with water. Now you start to realize that there is movement, there is whirling inside the jar. As if there is a hurricane developing, a whirlpool developing inside your jar, churning the water and the sand particles together. The sunlight still falls on the jar, and now it reflects off of the sand particles. You see clearly the sand particles glistening in the jar, moving around. It is busy inside the jar, but it is murky. Now allow these sand particles to slowly start to settle down at the base of your jar. This will require for you to mindfully breathe here, slowly yet steadily, breathing into the chest and breathing out even slower. And with each slow and mindful breath, the sand particles in your jar settle down to the base of the jar. The jar is your body. The water in the jar is your mind. And the sand particles are your thoughts. The information that we receive every single moment. Coming in, filling the jar up, making the waters of the mind murky. You showing up to your mat, you doing the work, you putting yourself first is an opportunity to allow these sand particles to settle down. For there is no getting away with thoughts. It's managing these thoughts that will help us once again get to that state of clarity. Slowly start to see the dust particles settle down. The thoughts settle down. And as the thoughts are slowly settling down here, Once again, the water is clear. The sun again falls on the water. The water is glistening in the light. And once again, as the water becomes clear, it brings with it clarity of the mind. Every single moment you spend in your practice today was an attempt toward bringing clarity to the mind. You have achieved it. You will see it in your day-to-day. You will see yourself performing better. You'll see yourself, your productivity increase, your clarity increase, your creativity increase. Keep doing the work. With each breath, allow these sand particles to settle down, the water to become clear, inviting clarity back to your mind. With this renewed sense of clarity of the mind, this renewed sense of strength of the body, let us conclude today's session. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, expanding the chest, filling yourself all the way up with breath. Exhale, release the hands down to the heart. 2 more full breaths here. Big breath all the way up, hands all the way down. 1 more big full breath here. I bow down to the goodness in you, the universe that dwells in you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. And I look forward to hearing from you. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you like this practice, what you would like to practice on moving forward. We have a lot of sessions together moving forward, and I would like to stay connected to hear from you and go on this journey with you together. I will see you next class, Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Thank you.